Hi, this is Dara Williams, and you're listening to 101.9 KINK in the Skype Live studio.
That's it. Miss Dara Williams in the Skype Live studio with us. Let me come around here. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm great, thanks.
Thank you for coming back to Portland.
Anytime.
Do you dig the city, like-minded souls kind of thing?
Yes. Yeah, you can say that.
Sometimes. Well, I just want to say, too, when I told some people in my life that I was going to be talking to you today, you definitely caused quite a stir. I'd have to say that the most educated and enlightened women in my life have been listening to you, specifically for the last 20 years.
Oh, they're my girls.
Yeah, they are.
That's nice. It's a good relationship.
And I kind of know why. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, I lucked out because the 90s were just a very social time. We had a very social president. We had a very, and it was kind of this big gender time. Like everyone was like, what's a guy? What's a gal? And coincidentally, in the middle of that, I wrote this song called When I Was a Boy about me. And I swear I wrote it, sitting on my futon in earthy, crunchy Northampton. Like, I'm just writing this for me. I'm just going to write this for, anyone who wants to. I just really wrote what I thought was important, from my solar plexus, but it turned out to hit a nerve at that time, and that kind of gave me an excuse to go ahead and keep writing like that. In fact, the stuff that I wrote that I thought other people would like, they hated. So it was only the stuff that resonated with me. So I had to do that, walking around the swirling mists with a lit candle in dark rooms. I had to do that soul-searchy kind of too many words kind of songwriting. And that connected me with a certain crowd. And I'm really, but they are solid gold. Yeah.
Well, sometimes the most simplistic stuff from the heart, it does. It's the one that transfers over to the listeners, right?
Yeah, everybody has a story like that. Like, you can never tell. The one thing that was like the thing we almost didn't put on the album, but that was from the start, what it was for me. So, and then I just had this huge community that kept on saying, yeah, that's what you need to do. You got to keep it, on the line, honest with whatever you need to say.
Well, also, when I look back at your career, too, I kind of am reminded by some Bernie Taupin lyrics of I'm Still Standing. Do you, after all these years, what do you see, as we're talking about the writing, songwriting, I know that you've always wanted a career that was steady. Right. I know that you've always wanted to, well, that's another thing, too, because especially for a female, and I don't mean to make gender things, but you've got family. How do you balance that with your teachings, your lectures, your music, which is teachings as well? How does all that come together in one thing? And then you've got holidays coming up, right?
Oh yeah. Believe me, I've been scouring the shops. You're gonna see me hitting every fair trade gift store in Portland today. So you do a lot of juggling, and then you drop a lot of balls, and you hope to make it up on the other side. They say there's the mom that makes the muffins, and then there's the mom that is a role model that you can kind of look to and have conversations with, and sometimes that person is the same person, and that's wonderful. I'm not a muffin mom. My husband is a muffin dad, and it's a beautiful thing what he does, and look what we have now. It's totally cool. He does it in a very manly way. It's very interesting. Like, he's very manly about the way he makes the muffins. So it's a very, like, the way he cooks. He cans, but with like a canner that's like too heavy to pick up. I call it the man canner, and so that works out. And then there's extended family that come into the picture, and then we've got Skype.
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of that has changed since when you first started, too, just keeping in touch with your listeners and your fan base. Are you a social media monster, or I didn't see much of that, but
there's I'm edging right into the 21st century. I'm going to be there any day now. We have a lot of that, and I'm just figuring out how to do that more, with my career, but there's a lot of social media that keeps me and my community in touch.
Well, I'll tell you what, her new album is Emerald. Look for that, get it. Do you have any today? Well, they can get it tonight. You're going to be at the Alberta Rose Theatre tonight.
That is right.
All right, the new album, Emerald. I see you got to work with Jill and Lauderdale, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, okay, so I want to do a song. We'll do Lauderdale and Sobule. This is a song that I wrote with Jim Lauderdale, and just got to get the right technology.
All right, well, that too. All right, well, once again, thank you so much for being a part of the Skype Live studio. Can we do that song?
Absolutely.